let's go into this match finally. Solar here, 5-8 overall, but his last 5 games, he lost 4 of them. He is, coming off of a recent win at least, so he's got that in the back of his mind.
Yeah, I feel like this guy definitely one of our more emotional players. We've seen him lose in the booth and get very emotional before. And with this win, he's got to be feeling pretty good. It's good to end that losing streak.
Oh my God, he straightened his hair. He straightened his hair. Oh my God.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my God. No wonder he looked so handsome today, because what he had before looked like a wig that was not properly maintained. Okay, all right. No, I was like, he looks really different. He looks really good. He straightened his hair. Looks good. Anyways, going back to real talk here. Cure, on the other hand, he's 6-5. Not quite the impressive record I thought he had, but he's last 5 games, 3 out of 5 wins, 2-3 versus Zerg. This could really go either way. Maybe you'll be right on this one, Moonglade.
Maybe, but stats-wise, it definitely doesn't look like I'll be right. I mean, yeah, in his last 5 games, winning 3 of them.
Well, stats only take you so far. I feel like you really have to take everything into account, and even though I do side with Cure on this one, I really do feel like it could go either way.
Keep in mind as well, going to this is Habitation Station, kind of a crazy map, and Zerg has been on the up and coming. Zerg's a pretty strong race right now, what people are saying in Korea. So, the stats we're looking at aren't as, they aren't as relevant. Let's jump into what could be our very last game of the night with this Terran versus Zerg.
Up here in the top left, in the ping for Samsung Galaxy Con, Solar.
And up here in the air, it's Cure. He's like, I'm on a plane too. I can fly.
And I wonder if we're going to see a drone rush from this. Because that has been a counter in the past, and we have seen players do that in the GSL specifically.
Yeah.
Could definitely happen. We'll see if Solar's confident enough to do it. Yeah, Hydra did get that win. I remember that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to see.
The command center in the sky, income twice as high.
That's pretty much it, isn't it?
The drone's like, let's take a look at the Zelnaga watchtower. Oh, what is he doing here? Okay, he just did an extractor trick.
Yeah.
I was getting a little bit worried there for a moment.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's going to scout. He's like, I'm not pulling an Armani here.
He scouts it, but yeah, we haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, now he knows. Sees the supply depot being built there.
That depot placement can help him wall, but it lets the Overlord know just a little bit faster.
Looks like he doesn't want to play that game there. It looks like he's just going to go for a normal game.
Yeah, it's tough to do the drone pull on this map with this wall. If you don't get lucky on the SCV, then if one Marine even gets out, you're going to be in rough shape.
Yeah, that's a very good point. And yeah, it looks like we're just going to see a standard sort of 15 hatchery. And we're going to see a standard sort of double racks from the gold base. So we'll see some aggression early on from the JINAIR player.
One player once transitioned out of this. Do you remember who that was? It was a GSL, I think it was Code A game, where a player did the barracks play, but it didn't really work, but he was still able to transition. He eventually floated the command center back to his main base and took a third at his natural. I wonder if that game may go this way. I'm curious to see how all-in Cure will be with this. Is he going to pull a bunch of SCVs and attack with this?
I definitely think there's going to be a lot of aggression, and it's going to be really, really up to what's his name again?
Solar.
I can't even see their names in this thing. Solar. It's going to be up to Solar to really defend against this. I mean, it's going to be up to his micro.
Yeah. Well, he's going to do the safety bunker on the low ground with an SCV to help out here. It may finish, actually. He's going to need a few more
drones. On the way. He's committing a lot to this already.
Yeah, he's got the repair SCV over here, and Solar could find himself in a bit of trouble here with all these SCVs coming down. If that bunker finishes, he's going to be able to slowly push his way up. The hatch first is going to help him spread that creep a little bit.
I mean, if he can get some spine crawlers down before any other bunkers get up, it can definitely help a lot. But now that bunker's up, it's going to get a whole lot harder.
Solar pulls so many of these drones here, losing so much mining time, but he does get the spine crawl. That's the big thing you were noting there.
Keep in mind, not only is he losing a lot of mining time, Cure has the extra mining from the gold base plus mules back at home against this. So it's really important that he's losing that mine time. Trapping some drones here against the bunker while that Marine does the extra damage. Bunker is not canceled, notably here, but he can start a new one.
And if he can keep the Spine Crew alive for long enough, if he can stop these Marines from shooting it down, he might be able to hold this. Oh, getting another SCV, so some really nice micro from Solar. And
this spine is so important, and I don't think he's going to be able to kill it, and the bunker's going to go down here.
Oh, it moves it.
Oh, he moves it. Yeah,
wow.
It's not in range, so
but he shuts it down completely. These SCVs are going down. This bunker will be down.
there too, and I think he's pretty much done. He pulls a few more drones just to make sure, and there's the end of that SCV. Loses a few more drones, but I don't know, Mugler, would you say he's lost too many harvesters though here? Because it's 10 to 11 plus the gold base.
That's really hard to say. He does have a second base, which is probably the biggest thing. He does have, these Marines try to get through. I mean, if he can drone up from here, he should eventually be in the lead, but this gold base is definitely going to help a lot.
Yeah, actually pop up that income tab. Let's take a look. About 800 per minute versus 400. It's obviously variation based on the mule, but it's a really solid economy here right now for Cure, who's also taken the one-in-one approach to the gas so that he can get a little bit more mineral income for now. Now puts it in there to 3-3.
So now making the transition. We'll have to wait and see what he's going to go into. Obviously, it's going to be a factory tech of some sort.
Yeah, and he's going to make another bunker down here at the bottom of the ramp. He's going to want to contain for as long as possible, make it as hard as possible for Solar to break out of here.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be in a situation where it's 3 base against just the 1 gold, which will mine out very quickly. The factory's actually been mocked a little bit here. It's actually going to come down and kill that already weakened spine crawler.
Oh, wow, this is huge. There is no Zerglings on the map.
No Zerglings at all, and with no Zerglings on the map, he's going to easily clean this up, and any Zerglings that pop out of this larva are going to be killed. The Queen could be targeted as well.
Wow. Queen almost goes down, but so many drones going down as well. Probably will get this Queen as well.
I think this is just going to be game, actually.
It could very well be game.
He gets that transfuse off. That's helpful, but the thing is there's a Hellion follow-up coming through with that factory most likely, maybe even Widow Mines, and there's just no way to deal with that at this point. Just great micro here by Cure.
Losing more and more drones. And this is one of the most basic rules of when you're dealing with the 2 racks aggression, that they're always going to continue to make Marines from those barracks. They're never going to stop. So they're always going to try and poke again and again with the Marines. And there was only a damaged spine crawler there, and he was just not ready. He should have made either a second spine or some more Zerglings to back up.
Yeah, I think the second spine was the answer, but there's the GG. And Cure does take this win and brings it to an ace match.
Straight hair, but not a straight-up game. That one.
Very nicely played by Cure.
Yeah, just solid execution, good follow-up. We never really got to see what he was going to do with the factory. Perhaps maybe even like siege tank pushes forward or something, keeps up the contain. Didn't even happen because with that low drone count, he spent all of his larvae on drones because he knew if he didn't do that, he might be in a bad spot. It's kind of like a catch-22 where you lose no matter what. If you drone up, you're like, okay, well, now I don't have any Zerlings, but if you Zerling up, then, well, okay, he's got more workers than me and he's got a gold base. This is a problem.
It is a very hard situation to deal with. And, yeah, you really have to have, like, a really clean defense where you're not losing too many drones, especially against a gold base 2 racks all in. And, yeah, he did well to defend it. I mean, if it wasn't a gold base, he would have won. Like, I'm pretty sure Solar would have won that game. But considering it was a gold base, it was just too much of a follow-up.
Well, with that, once again, we are going to this ace match. Guys, I want your predictions on who you think is going to come out here for either team. What about Samsung? We got like Roar, we got Stork, even Reality's in there. You didn't play
this
today.
is actually a really